Dear God, did you have to make my poor horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's enough you pick on me, Tevye, blessed with 5 daughters, a life of poverty. What have you got against my horse? Sometimes when I think things are too quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see what kind of mischief I can play on my friend Tevye.
You're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith's for the Sabbath.
Hurry up, I have something to say to you. The sun won't wait for you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure, we've got the sickness already. Not really complaining. After all, with your help, I am starving to death. Dear God, you made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, that it's no shame to be poor. But it's no great honor either. So, what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, all day long night. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a really rich man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can, and each laugh will land like a trumpet on the air, as if to say he lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long night. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work. If I were rich, I'd see my wife, my Golda, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. What a happy mood she's in! Screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town would come to fawn on me. They would ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the wise. If you please, Rebetevia, pardon me, Rebetevia, posing problems that would cross the rabbi's eyes. Die, 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 die. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time. men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long, if I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
There he is. You forgot my order for the Sabbath.
Ah, yes, Ramorka, I had a little accident with my horse.
Tevye, you forgot the rabbi's order.
I know, Remendo.
Tevye, you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
Speaking of news, terrible news in the outside world. Terrible. What is it? What does it say?
In a village called Rajenka, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes.
For what reason? Doesn't say.
Maybe the Tsar wanted their land, or maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Amen.
Hey, why don't you ever bring us some good news?
Hey, I only read it. It was an edict from the authorities.
May the authorities start itching in places they can't reach.
Amen.
Why do you curse them? What good does your cursing do? All you do is stand around and curse and chatter and don't do anything. You'll chatter your way to the grave.
Excuse me, you're not from this village.
No,
Where are you from?
Kiev. I was a student at the university there.
Ah, the university. Is that where you learn to criticize your elders?
That's where I learned that there's more to life than talk. You should know what's happening in the outside world.
Why should I break my head on the outside world? Let them break their own heads.
He is right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it lands on your face.
That's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world.
He's right.
Wait. He's right. And he's right. How can they both be right?
No, you are also right.
He's right. Still wet behind the ears, though. Good Sabbath, Tevye.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, Tevye. Tevye, the rabbi's order. My cheese.
Of course. So, you're from Kiev, Rebbe? Perchik. As Abraham said, I'm a stranger in a strange land.
But that was Moses.
Forgive me. As King David put it, I am slow of speech and slow of tongue.
But that was also Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, talked a lot.
And my cheese?
Yes. Here.
I have no money. I'm not a beggar.
Take it. It's a blessing for me to give.
You're sick.
You know, it's no crime to be poor.
It's the rich who are the criminals. Someday their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
And who will make this miracle come to pass?
People. Ordinary people.
Like you?
Like me.
Nonsense.
And, until your golden day comes, Red Perchik, how do you make a living?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have any children?
I have 5 daughters.
5
Daughters.
girls are people too. Girls should learn.
A radical.
I'd be willing to open their mind to great thoughts.
What great thoughts?
Well, the Bible has many lessons for our times.
I'm a very poor man. Food for lessons? Good. Stay with us for the Sabbath. We don't eat like kings, but we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
But where does the book say that?
Well, it doesn't exactly say that, but somewhere it has something about a chicken. Good Sabbath.